Imagine this, you've been waking up at 5 AM every morning, dragging yourself into a freezing cold shower, meditating and journaling your every thought, following an hourly routine to a T, then come to find yourself heavily burnt out with no actual progress or improvement to show for it. This is the harsh reality that hits when you listen and follow these self-improvement gurus' advice. You enter a self-improvement hell and find yourself trapped in a routine prison that makes your life worse than it previously was, even before you tried improving it, trapping you in a never-ending cycle of 3 weeks optimizing your routine and then becoming burnt out over and over again. I was one of these people who worshipped the self-help gurus like Hamza when he was at his peak popularity and created myself a literal hour-by-hour schedule of unrealistic things to do every day, like work out for 2 hours, study day trading for 3, and just every other unrealistic task that ends in a burnout within a week or two. It was as I grew older I realised the real changes in habit and lifestyle are the simple ones that have been written about in books and preached by philosophers centuries ago, way before all of this hustle culture grind set movement existed. In this video, I will provide you with the proven, impactful, yet simple tweaks in lifestyle you can make today, freeing you from the routine prison you found yourself trapped in time and time again. The small changes in habit that I have found to make a positive impact in the way I think, feel, and move towards achieving my personal goals. First of all, the morning. Mornings are the most important time of the day. They set the pace for the remaining waking hours, so it's essential you protect them as if the outcome of your life depends on it, which really, they do. Take everything you've heard about waking up at 4 AM, having a cold shower, and all the other nonsense that gets spewed out by the hustle bros and simply remove it from your brain. You do not need to do any of that stuff to become a better version of yourself. The real changes are the simple ones that can be repeated time and time again without burnout. Let's start with the time you wake up. More than likely, there are times where you set an alarm and just switch it off and change it to a later time, like 15 minutes later. This is damaging your energy for the day, even before you've got out of bed. It leads to sleep inertia, which is a state of heavy grogginess that lasts for hours and disrupts your circadian rhythm, which leaves you feeling more tired throughout the day. So although how tempting it might be, it's crucial once you've woken up in the morning, you do not go back to sleep. In turn, you should wake up at the same time every day. This simple tweak can provide powerful and worthwhile effects as it anchors your circadian rhythm, leading to overall sleep quality, lessens the groggy feelings of mornings, and provides energy and momentum towards the rest of the day. Now this sounds much better than forcing yourself to enjoy a freezing shower, doesn't it? Speaking of energy, there is yet another extremely simple habit you can do to feel instantly clear-headed and focused, even simpler than the last one. Drink water. That is it. I know you've heard it time and time again, but I can't stress how life-changing it really can be. Let's compare the person who doesn't drink enough water to the person who does. The unhealthy person starts the day off with a coffee. A few hours go by and it's lunchtime. They grab a soft drink, a Pepsi, a Sprite, or something else along the lines. Then they get home and maybe have another coffee and maybe a juice to finish the day with. They get headaches almost daily. Their energy levels crash by 3 PM and they often feel like they can't focus. Compare this to the person who starts the day with a glass of water, then drinks their coffee. They have the equivalent of 2 more glasses by the end of lunch and treat themselves to a cheeky Coca-Cola to go with dinner. And then they end their day with 1 final glass of water. This person rarely gets headaches. They feel energized for 80% of the day and have laser sharp focus. And to top it all off, their skin is healthy and glowing. This is a huge difference in such a small shift in choices. So just drink water, man. Get yourself one of these 1.5 litre water bottles and have 2 of them a day. If you struggle choosing to go and grab yourself 8 glasses of water a day, then one of these bottles will definitely help. This leads to another simple tweak, minimizing friction. Now, if you don't understand what this means in terms of achieving your goals, then let me tell you. Have you ever had to go somewhere outside, a dentist appointment, meeting a friend, or a job interview, something along them lines, and dreaded it, not wanting to start getting ready, having to pick an outfit, and deciding what time to leave? All of these things are friction. They are small obstacles and mental barriers causing you to slow down, draining your energy. This analogy is the same for many things in life, especially when stepping outside of your comfort zone, into the unknown, working towards your goals. To fix this, like I said earlier, is minimizing that friction. In the example I provided before, it could look like laying out your outfit the night before, planning when you're leaving the day before, or even just taking the time out of your day to go and put your keys in the shoes you'll be wearing to make sure you don't forget them. This is one of my favourite personal tricks. We can apply this to working towards making a YouTube video. For another example, the end goal is to obviously have a well edited, well scripted and a good sounding YouTube video that gets views. Sounds a lot, doesn't it? A massive barrier to entry due to it being a large project. However, if we break down this large project into tiny, manageable steps, it lowers the barrier to beginning. Starting off could simply be writing down the title of your video, writing the first sentence of the script, or making a rough draft of the thumbnail. If you break the end goal into tiny little goals, then the chances are you will be more willing to begin doing the small task, and because you've started, you will most likely carry on with it, picking up momentum. This could look like telling yourself, it's only one sentence, let me do this now, and then moving with the momentum, and before you know it, you've written half your video script. Let me tell you a secret. This is exactly what I did when writing this script. I promised myself I would work only for an hour, and I picked up momentum and completely finished the script in 2. Now, there is one final piece of advice I would like to give you, and that is walking outside. Yes, it's another simple one, but that's what I promised you in the intro, wasn't it? Now, it may seem like a small thing to do, and you may think, how is that going to help towards improving myself and achieving my goals? Well, let me tell you. Going for a short 20-minute walk can do wonders for you in all type of ways. Feeling anxious about the future? Go for a walk and your mind will be cleared. Feeling uninspired and not creative? Go for a walk and the beauty of nature will provide you with the magic to make your mind run free with ideas. Feeling bloated and sluggish after a filling meal? Go for a walk and your digestion will remove that problem for you. However, be prepared to use the bathroom after. Trust me. I can go on and on. But the main thing to understand is that a short peaceful walk can do more things for your mind and body than sitting in your room binging videos about self-improvement could ever do. Walking also has many other benefits, especially to do with your physical health. It reduces the risk of chronic diseases, it obviously helps you maintain your weight, and it also increases energy levels. So when feeling uninspired, tired, stressed, or even down, just simply go for a walk. I can assure you that you will feel better by the time you're back home, and while you're sat on the toilet, you can think to yourself, wow, the kind gentleman on that YouTube video was right, let me subscribe to him right now to hear his next lessons in future videos. So that's it, you now have the real, simple advice to help you on your way to becoming the person you want to be. You don't need to go to crazy lengths to improve yourself, like the gurus say. You have now escaped that routine prison and you can click off this video as a free man or woman. If you struggle with feeling mature, then I recommend you watch this video here. That's it. See ya.